everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
So y'all, this is part 1 on my Miami girls experience trip where I felt set up and robbed. I got robbed, y'all, for all my money. I don't even know where to start, y'all. I don't even know where to start. I really don't know where to start. But we're gonna start somewhere. If I'm not mistaken, I think we went on this trip for my friend's birthday. Her birthday probably wasn't, like, it probably happened already, her birthday. And then we came out there after, if I'm not mistaken. And this was between me and my best friend. I invited all my other friends in college to come or whatever. So my best friend, she has a friend, and I guess she knew this girl from her neighborhood or whatever, because I went to college upstate, y'all, in a predominantly white place. So my best friend was white. She is white. She's still white. So her friend is white, and this doesn't really have anything to do with the story, but when I need you guys to understand on why I'm telling you guys, like, you know, that they're white. This motherfucker interrupted my story time. But basically, I'm telling you guys that because they grew up differently than us. From New York. If you're from New York City, then you know they grew up differently than us. Like, they from Buffalo and you know, so they grew up differently. Like, my friend never even got into a fight her whole life. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, they grew up differently. So if you know, you know. Like, I don't even need to get into, like, in-depth about that. Like, y'all just know. We grew up differently. My lifestyle was different from theirs or whatever. I'm just great at adapting. Wherever I go, it don't matter. I fit in, I get in, yeah. I don't even fit in, I stand out. And yeah, so anyways, that's not besides the point. So we went on this trip, and everything was cool, I think. Like, I'm trying to really remember, because this happened like 2 years ago, and I never told the story, because I'm just the real ass, and I don't really be like doing shit for, you know. I went live when it happened, and I was crying on live, because I was so flabbergasted. It was just like, how did this happen to me? So we're gonna start from the very, very beginning. So we touched down in Miami. That was one. We touched down in Miami. We met some guys, and I'm like, yeah, it's lit. They got the car, they got the V, whatever. We gotta go shopping. They offered to take us places, whatever. The first red flag was them asking if we want to buy some perks. That was like the first red flag to me. Like, I don't do perks, so but I'm like, nah, I don't need that. Can you take us to the supermarket or something? Because we gotta go get some for the B&B, you know. So they was driving us around. They was doing all of that good stuff, you know. And the next day, I was gonna, like, throw, like, a boat party. Like, we was all gonna rent the boat. We all agreed on it, or whatever the case was, right? So I always do my part on looking up the stuff. I'm the party planner. I plans the trips. I get us the excursions. Like, I get us where we need to go. You know, like, I'm that type of person. Like, I'm like the mom on the trip. So now, here comes the day that, like, I'm actually, like, in the works of booking this boat ride. I'm texting all the boat people on Instagram. I'm finding the best prices. I'm bargaining with them. I'm like, yeah, can we drink? Can we smoke? Can we do this? Can we do that? You know? So whatever. I found a good boat ride, whatever. Good amount of seatings, whatever. My other friends was in Miami too as well. So I hit them up. I'm like, yeah, let's go. We outside. Come to this boat trip, blah, blah, blah. But everybody got to pay me $50 when they come on the trip, you know? It's going to be licks. It's going to be all of that. So just pay me $50 when you get on the boat. That's all. I paid for the boat. Me and my friends, our agreement was to go half. This was like $700, $600, something, whatever. I'm like, we all going to go half. It's 3 of us. So whatever bread they pay us, like $50 is whatever we going to break or whatever, you know, whenever, you know. Whatever. So that was not the problem. Okay, me and my friend, my best friend, we went half. That was not the problem. Now the third girl that she brought, this girl, like, she don't want to go on a boat ride. She don't want to do nothing. Like, we going out. She didn't want to do nothing. Like, she didn't want to come out to eat with us. She didn't want to do nothing. So I'm like, best friend, I'm not staying in the crib. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't come to Miami for this. Like, this is my first time in Miami. I'm gonna go have a good time. Like, what we doing? So the day right of the boat ride, me and my best friend went out by ourselves because the bitch was like, she not coming outside. Because we going to get to that point. You know why it wasn't coming outside. Let's be real. And I'm not the bitch that's going to be just paying her way. Like, hell no. You ain't my friend. You're her friend. Like, if she don't want to pay her way, that's her problem. And I'm not gonna lie, I told my best friend, don't pay that way, because my best friend really is a nice ass. She would that ass pay her way. Like, don't pay her way. No. So I knew she coming to Miami. It's like, why you came to Miami with no money? Like, that only booked her flight, and that was it. Like, the bitch ain't have nothing. Like, me and my best friend, we paid for our B&B. I don't think the bitch put up for the B&B at all, because, like, we already had that situated, and she added this on. Like, this was an add-on to the trip. Like, me and my best friend already had this trip planned. Like, yeah, we going. So now the day of the boat ride, me and my best friend, we went out to go get some food. We walked the Miami Strip. We having a great time, like, good old times, like we always do. Like, when it's just me and my best friend, I'm telling her, I'm like, best friend, not gonna lie, when it's just me and you, we lit. Like, I love this vibe. We meeting people. We at the boat dock, like, where we about to go, because we had to go meet the guy earlier in the day to give him the deposit or whatever. So we met up with him. But while we there, we see another boat. We lit with them. Like, they offering us to come on their boat. I'm like, damn, we should have just came on their boat. You know, we should have even paid for our boat. And then basically, now it's like, all right, now we're in a time thing, like, where we're late. Like, I had to run back to the boat to go pay the deposit, but I still had to run back to the B&B to go change and get cute for the boat ride tonight. So, and I only booked for like 3 hours, and we was already like into 1 hour late. So I didn't even get on the part with the niggas. All right, I forgot all about them. Let me get back on them. So y'all probably want to know how they're involved. Okay. When we met them because they're inside of our B&B building. The B&B building is like a whole B&B building, and their B&B was like down the hall from us. So it was just mad convenient. They was driving us around, and we were smoking with them, and we were just vibing with them. But none of us wanted them. Like, none of us was really showing interest into them, except for the one girl that came with no money, you know. Brokes always get attracted to broke things. So I'm like, okay, let's invite the niggas, because I'm not gonna lie, it's no other guys on this boat ride, so let's just invite them, because we've been around them since we came out here, you know. Let's invite them, but then let them know that they gotta pay $50 or whatever. We told them, they like, all right, whatever. My friends show up on time. I remember I told you I had other friends out in Miami. So they showed up with her friends. We got bottles, they got bottles, like, we lit. My friends paid me, no problem. So yeah, like, my friend, she like, let's go. Like, we waiting for these men. We late. We barely have any time to party and have fun. So let's just go. The men is taking too long. They taking too long to come. And I'm like, nah, let's just wait for them. I'm being nice because they already on their way. And I'm like, it's no men on the boat. We just going to be women. It's just going to be whack. You know, when I should have just let it be just women. I'm not going to lie, because yeah. So now they come. They show up. The boat about to dock off. He's ready to go. The boat driver, he is furious. Like, the captain, he is furious. He like, oh, yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to lie. It's your time or is it my time? Like, it's not that serious, sir. We don't even want to be on the boat for 3 hours. Let's go. It's already nighttime. So it's already, like, you know. And he was already stressing me out because he talking about we can't smoke on the boat. But, like, we was smoking on the boat. Like, I don't know what you talking about, man. I paid $700 for this boat ride. I'm going to go smoke on this boat. And you going to let me drive the boat, too, because I drove the boat, too. I'm not going to lie. It was fun. No shade. So now we take off. And now the man is telling me he don't got no money. The men. There's, like, 3 of them. They're like, they don't got no money. One of them gave me, like, $25. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. So now that's another red flag. Like, hold on. Y'all came on this boat ride, and y'all ain't had no money, and we waited mad long for y'all, and the least you could do is just give me $25. It's crazy. All right, we ain't even going. Now I'm like, all right, I'm already lit. Let me just have fun, and let me think about this later, because they down the hall from me. So, you know, I'm going to have to see their ass. We going to call Snow Bunny that stayed home, Becky, because that stayed home. She was like, she don't want to come. She's not into boat rides, blah, blah, blah. Like, bye. You did not come to Miami and stay in an Airbnb all day. Like, girl, bye. Now, it's the end of the boat ride. We're tore up. Like, toe up. Like, I was literally showing my ass to the people on the other boat when I was on the water. Like, I was having a great time. I was lit. I was having fun. I usually never get drunk, you guys. I swear to you guys, I'm like the mom of the group all the time. So, for this, I was really lit. Because all we was doing was mainly drinking. I did not really get to smoke too much. I only smoked the blunt. And that's not going to level my drunkenness. All right? So, now I'm lit. I'm toe up. So, I get off the boat. I'm stumbling. I left my pants on the boat. That's how I know I'm lit. So, my friends are like still wanting to go out. Still wanting to have fun. I'm like, yeah, it's lit. We still outside. Once I get off that boat, I just start throwing up. Falling on the floor, falling in my throw up. That's how I knew I was tore up. I don't even know where my bag is at this point. Right? So, now, the only thing to do, like, when you're like this, you would expect your friends to take care of you, right? Like, normal that we do when we get drunk. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you that you got to take care of me. Like, you know, as a friend, I thought, you know, you would do that. So they going to drop me home now. They said that they were doing mad. They went to the gas station. Like, they were doing mad shit. I was asleep. Like, I was fucked. So, I don't even really remember that. I remember pulling over at the gas station and throwing up more. And then I remember us going home or whatever. And then, like, I made it to the B&B or whatever. The men, they came with us inside our B&B, like, to help us up or whatever. Like, I'm just thinking, everything is good, whatever. But me, I remember sitting on the couch. And the man, he was being all touchy-feely. Like, I guess he liked me. And I was not really showing too much interest. But I was drunk. So I guess he thought it was a moment. Like, So, I'm pushing him off of me. And I'm like, nah. Like, I go upstairs now to my room. Because I got my own room in the B&B. And I remember locking my door and laying down. Like, I put my bag on my dresser. And I laid down and went to sleep. With my clothes still on. That's how I know I was tore up. So... now, the next morning comes, right? I don't know about what happened. I don't know what time these niggas left. I don't know nothing. Because, like I told you guys before, I was toe up. And I don't know what toe up mean. I was toe up to the flow up. There wasn't no reviving me or me coming back outside or me having fun. Like, none of that. I was asleep. So now I wake up. And I get ready. We getting ready for the whole next day. Like, I'm having a good time. Mind you, I forgot to tell y'all, when we came back to the crib, now Becky want to be involved. Now she want to have fun. Now she want to act like she want to be lit with us. Like, we already lit. We came home lit. Like, you was home. You was inside. Now you want to participate in the free activities. Whatever. So, I don't know what they did when I was asleep, but I was asleep. So, like I said, I woke up. We getting ready for the next day. I'm like, Becky, you kind of cool, I guess, because you was cool last night, like, when we came home, whatever. But I'm still not really feeling you. So, I'm a little iffy about you. But I'm getting ready because I'm like, all right, she's going to participate today. Because I had a conversation with her. I'm like, I'm not going to lie. You could have came yesterday. Like, everything was already paid for. I didn't say you have to stay home because you didn't pay. But you was just trying to exclude yourself because you didn't have the funds or whatever. But you could have still came and had fun. I don't like that. Like, you staying in the house. My best friend wants to stay in the house because she feels like she brought you and she don't want you to feel left out. So you're putting her in the middle of it. Like, I had a real conversation with her and I ain't trying to not make her feel no type of way. Because at the end of the day, we already on the trip. So it's like, I'm not about to tell you can't come out with us. Like, now, if you come out with us and you're expecting us to pay your way, it's a little crazy. Because, like, if you ain't have the conversation with my best friend or whatever, or me before we came out, then I'm not going to, don't expect me to pay nothing. So she's like, all right, I'm going to come out with y'all today. I forgot what the plans were for the next day. I think we were just supposed to go out to eat. Oh, no, we were supposed to go jet skiing. I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah, we were supposed to go jet skiing or whatever. And I'm not sure if she was going to come this time. I don't think she was because she ain't had the bread. So I don't know who was paying for her to get on the jet skis. I'm not going to lie. But I do know that I got all the way ready. And then when I checked my bag, because I was going, when you wait, like, the next day, like, you changing your outfit, you're going to switch your bag. So I switched my bag. Now I'm opening my bag to switch it to the next bag for the new outfit. I go in the bag, there's literally nothing but a lip gloss. A lip gloss, y'all. A lip gloss. That's it. No ID, no card, no nothing. Just a lip gloss. Mind you, we in Miami, y'all. I ain't bring no passport. We in Miami. I bring an ID. One ID. So I'm like, this can't be real. I go ask my friends. I'm like, y'all seen my wallet? Yeah, like, y'all seen my money? Y'all seen my shit that was in my bag? Like, what's going on? Like, now I'm livid because I'm like, I can't even believe this. I don't trust nobody right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not trusting nobody because it's like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't even know what happened last night. So for my money not to be in my bag is crazy to me. Like, whoa. I'm texting my friends that were, like, they had their own shit going on in Miami, but they came to come visit and stay with us. I mean, come partake in the boat ride, like, I'm texting them, I'm like, yo, bitch, like, y'all seen my shit? Like, I did, like, no, all his was in there. Like, when we dropped you off, like, your shit was in there. Like, you was still, we made sure you got in your crib safely, and then we left. We went out that night. We went out still, or whatever. They actually told me that they actually left me in the crib, and they all went out at one point in time, and they all came back, or whatever the case was, but not all of them. Just my friends came back to our B&B or whatever with those guys or whatever, right? I didn't know none of this part took last night. I was toe up. I didn't even know they left me in the crib by myself. Like, I didn't even know they did all of this. So now my friends is telling me, they walking me through the night. She's like, yeah, we went to the gas station last night. because we was thirsty or we wanted some food or whatever, and he was offering to buy us all food. Not the guy that was just broke, that just gave me $25, that said they didn't even have funds, offering to buy y'all food. Hold on. So nobody thinks to ask, like, where'd y'all get this money from? Y'all ain't just had money before when we was just on a boat ride like an hour ago. Like, what's... And this is what goes to tell you about a little common sense about how we all was raised differently. Because I'm not gonna lie, we would already like been raising like, hold on, how'd you get this money? Because we be pocket watchers, like we on it. Like, you just said you ain't had no money, so hold on, how do you got money to buy all of us food? So how you offering to buy all of us food? Like, it's not clicking, Steven. Then she told me, oh, he was at the ATM the whole time, and we was at the cash register. We was buying our stuff and stuff like that, and he offered to pay for it or whatever the case was. But for somehow he didn't pay for it or whatever, or he paid with cash or something like that. Mind you, I had over like $500 in cash in my bag and my debit cards and all of that, right? I look on my phone, I slide that notification down, it says decline ATM, decline. Like, he was trying to use my card in front of you bitches, and y'all watched it. Y'all didn't even know he was using my card in y'all face while he took you to the gas station. He trying to use my card and trying to take some money out. So shit just like, I'm just like trying to make it make sense. I'm like, not gonna lie, like, y'all ain't see him doing this. Y'all ain't see, like, y'all ain't, like, I'm just asking him like real questions. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, y'all ain't see him go in my room. Y'all didn't watch him while he was in the B&B. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when one of us go to sleep, I think it's time for y'all. Y'all should have went to his B&B. I'm not gonna lie, because he lived down the hall. Y'all could have went to his B&B. Why would y'all stay in the B&B not watching this man while I'm asleep in my room? Anything could have happened to me like that. I'm telling my friends, I'm like, yo, anything could have happened to me, girl. He could have came in the room with me, and I was so drunk, I did not even know. Like, I was crying. I'm mad. I'm like, just not, like, you're not alert, like, how, like, you're not feeling how I'm feeling right now. Like, you're not, like, it just didn't give a sense of urgency with them, and it was just getting me so mad. So I went live. I'm like, let me go live, because my other friends on my face, or, my friends, my type of people, they gonna understand where the fuck I come from. Everybody like, nah, I'm not gonna lie, like, your friends are wrong. They not saying they stole it, because I didn't believe, at first I thought everybody stole from me, because I ain't know what happened. But, like, when it made sense, I'm like, they didn't steal from me, but I'm not gonna lie, it's their fault. Like, it's not my fault that I'm drunk. I went to sleep. I locked my door. The nigga picked my lock. He picked my lock and he went into my bag and took everything out my bag and asked them to go to the store with them. Drove them to the store and tried to use my cards and spent cash and bought them all food with my money. So now I'm livid, y'all. I am livid. Like, there's nothing you can tell me. There's nothing you can tell me. Like, I want to fight. At this point, like, I was ready to tell Becky, like, you want to fight? Because, like, she just kept talking, and it just was getting me so mad, because, like, now she's trying to connect all the dots. She's like, oh, that's why they were, like, shut up, because where was you at yesterday when you was using my card in your face? Like, so I text them in. I'm like, okay, we at whatever. They're ducking me. I text them, I'm like, you're really a bum-ass nigga. You really waited till I was drunk to steal from me. Just bring me back my ID. That's all I want. I don't even care about the money. I don't care about my debit cards. I already shut that off. You ain't getting nothing out of it. Just bring back my ID. I'm not from Miami. Like, I need to get home. He goes to tell me we're in Atlanta already. Mind you, we all just left. Like, they left them around like 5 o'clock in the morning. It's only like 10 o'clock in the morning. How the fuck in Atlanta already? Bitch, they said they drove from Atlanta to Miami with that rental or whatever they had. They said they were back in Miami. Now, the other one, I'm texting the other one that has a little more conscience. He's like, I would never rob y'all. I would never do no like that. The other guy, he left us. He was acting funny, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, I feel like they all had something to do with it. All right,
everyday people, man. What it do? This your boy PJ, man. We back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Now, let me tell y'all. Listen, man. She said she got some white friends, so one of them came broke and stuff like this. Y'all can't be just going on trips and just pulling up with anybody. And that's the reason why the dudes robbed y'all. One, they from Atlanta. Two, they saw y'all green. Y'all was getting drunk and getting loose. And I've seen that in countless stories it was another story where some girls, I think they was from New York or somewhere, but they were with these dudes from Atlanta in Miami, and the dudes robbed the girls for their watches and stuff. The girl had a Cartier watch. You know, he took it and he was flexing with it on Instagram and stuff like that. So it's just like y'all get too comfortable around these dudes. Yeah, y'all young, y'all bossed up, y'all out in Miami having a good time. But then at the same time, you still supposed to, you know. I remember when I was out with a girl who I didn't really know like that, and when it came to like me having to get in the shower, oh, my stuff went in there. The stuff that I needed, like I was, I act like, oh, I'm getting my toiletries and stuff to go to the restroom, my phone, my money, my wallet, my necklace, all that went to the restroom with me into the shower. So ain't no telling if she even tried to go through my stuff. My passport stayed in there. Everything was stayed with me when I went in there to take a shower, and she didn't have to know. It wasn't for her to know, and I wasn't gonna tell her. I know when I got out the shower, my stuff didn't look ran through, but that didn't make me put my guard down from taking my stuff back into the shower, not even the next time. So, nope, not on duty, not gonna do it. So, yeah, I didn't but that was just one time. It's not very often that I go around hotels with people I don't know. Um, but you know, you gotta live. And but again, don't trust nobody. That's what these rappers do. They get a little money and they still stupid and they think, oh man, she a bad chick. She ain't gotta steal. She talk about all this money she getting and all that. As soon as he turn his back and put his jewelry down, she take off with his jewelry and out the door. It was one lady, she robbed, man, you know how many rappers come get their stuff stolen by girls? It's so crazy. It happens all the time because y'all flexing too much. And girls, y'all get robbed by dudes all the time because y'all getting drunk with people y'all don't know. And like I said, when we was younger, and we didn't really drink when we was younger. Um, and we would go to these like hotels with girls and stuff like that, and the girls would be getting drunk. We'll be sitting over there sipping, like sipping, not even like drinking. These girls over there taking shots after shots. They getting lit, and we like, hell no, getting up out of here. So we already know this ain't the business. This ain't where we want to be. Ain't nobody getting, ain't nobody catching no case over these broads because we wasn't stupid, and that's how they'll do. The girls will get drunk. Um, I think it happened one time, but it didn't happen to me personally. It happened to somebody we know, and we was because we was all there and we all know what happened. It was like, nope, she got drunk. We wasn't getting drunk. We left all together. She's only claiming that this has happened because she looks stupid and she don't know what happened. She thinks she got violated. Nobody violated her. So eventually they got all the hotel footage and seen us leaving. And at the time that we said, nothing happened. Of course, like it would. I don't think you can really. There was no cameras inside the hotel room, but we know we wasn't messed up, and we know we was all like, "Hey, nah, don't touch none of these girls, 'cause y'all gonna end up in jail." And sure enough, one of them tried to book the homie, but no, didn't happen. So you know, that's just because she didn't know. She didn't know, and she felt like she was violated. And that's crazy. Just because you felt like you was violated and you called the police on us, and we just, so she had to go get a kit and all that. Nothing happened. Nobody forcefully penetrated her. Nobody did nothing. Nobody had sex. Nobody did nothing. Stop getting drunk around other people, man. You gotta learn. I learned that a long time ago to, hold your liquor when you're not in a comfortable space, because people will take advantage of you. One time, it was my first time ever taking Valiums, and I took Valiums, and I didn't drink, so I was well aware of everything. One time I took a Valium and I did drink. I don't remember a thing, but when I took a Valium and I didn't drink, I was alert the whole time, but I lost everything I had. And I don't think I lost everything. I think I just sat it down, misplaced it, and somebody picked it up. And I was like, man, I'm never taking those again. But I ended up doing it, and I ended up blacking out, and I don't remember nothing from that. So Valiums and alcohol is bad, terrible. Anyway, get to the next story.